Good morning and happy Friday. Today's little video is going to be really short. I just want to go over the homework from yesterday, and then you're just going to practice some more problems like this, okay? Before we kind of move on to a little bit harder topic. We'll wait for Monday for that. Okay, so the dimensions, some of us had it backwards, so I want to make sure that we're clear on this. So remember, it's row by column. Rows go this way and columns go this way. So we want to go horizontally and then vertically. All right. So number one, we have 1, 2, 3. All right. We're going horizontally first, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a 3 by 4. 3 rows, 4 columns. Okay. So number two has how many rows? How many horizontally? That is 1 row. And then how many columns? Now it's only one number, but there are still just 4 columns. Okay, now this would have a special name that we learned yesterday. Would this be a row or a column matrix? Well, since the 1 is in the row spot, this would be called a row matrix. Okay, that's just like one of those special words. And then number 3, it's very tempting to want to go like this first, but we have to go horizontal. So 1, 2, 3 horizontals and 1 vertical. So this has a special name. It would be called a column matrix because the 1 is in the column spot. Okay, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that's 4 rows and 3 columns. It is the reverse of number 1. So just make sure you're drawing those arrows horizontally first, rows, and then columns go up and down. So number 5, I distributed the 3. I'm not going to write all this. I went ahead and wrote it so that it wouldn't take too much time. But number 5, you distribute the 3 to everybody, and then you distribute the -2 to everybody. Now, when you distribute the -2, it's going to become a plus, okay, if you're taking the negative with the 2, which is what I would 100% do. And then to actually add them, this would be your final answer, right? To add them, you're just going to add each element or entry. So 15 minus 4, and then -18 plus 8, and then 9 plus 0, etc. Okay? And then number 6 is not possible because the dimensions are different. Remember, in order to add or subtract, you have to have the exact same dimensions. So those dimensions are not the same, so we can't do it, and we say not possible. And then with 7 and 8, this is what you should have had. We got those, but I didn't look at the whole matrices. All I did was I just looked in the location of where X was, and then where in number 7, and then number 8 we had an X and a Y. The hardest thing about number 8 is not to forget the numbers out front that you have to distribute. Okay? So those are your answers. And then here are the problems I want you to do for today. Instead of trying to do a form, I would just like for you to email me your response, or you can text it through Remind. Either way, I just want to see a picture of your work because it's really just way too difficult to type in the matrices into the Google form. All right, so I'll upload it's like a bookwork section, like somebody uploaded bookwork to Google, and so I just found that, and we're going to pick from those problems. So here they are, and then when you're done with those few problems, make sure you read the directions so you know what you're doing. Like the first set, this set right here is just finding the dimensions. This is like solving, and then this is like adding and subtracting and multiplying. Okay, but make sure you read the directions so you know what you're doing. All right, happy Friday. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you back on Monday.